Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at this guy here from Fosi Audio. Bring the sound to your heart. This is a Dongle-DAC, and this one is called the DS1. Pretty cool. Reminds me of my favorite game, Dark Souls 1. Here's a look at the box. Opening the box, you'll get the documentation, you'll get a cable, and you'll get the dongle itself. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Your instructions and all that are inside. Okay, so the cable is detachable, by the way, so that's a nice feature. So you get this little cable here, and you get this adapter, C to A adapter. I don't know if that's what's causing the focusing to go out, because that color changing thing. So yeah, all right. And C to C cable. Then you get the unit itself, and this is a nice little weight to it. This is a solid piece of metal. You have volume controls, which is a plus. I always like to see that. USB-C. You have a 4.4 and a 3.5 millimeter as well. People have nicknamed this the revolver because of the way it looks when you're looking at it like this. So that's pretty cool. It's got a cool design to it, and it has some weight. This thing is made solid. So I'm just going to put that down like that. So that's basically what you get, that and the documentation in the package. So let's look into the specs for a minute. This has an ES9038Q2M quad DAC chips inside of it. The THD plus N is 0.0006%. Output power of this is 120 milliwatts at 32 ohms. Single-ended. Balanced is 220 milliwatts at 32 ohms. And just going to check on my notes. So this is up to PCM up to 32-bit at 768 kilohertz. DSD 64, 128, 256, and 512. It has a dynamic range of 120 decibels. Recommended headphone impedance is 16 to 300 ohms. I use this with a 250. Did a decent job with that as well. I think it has a really good loudness factor to it, so it does power things really well. And like I said, this thing is solid, all metal build. The product name, of course, is the Fosi Audio DS1. Inside the package, you get a C to Type-C cable. You get a C to A adapter, a manual, and of course the DS1. And it's basically plug and play, so that's pretty good. Red, blue, yellow, purple, green, and white. So it does have different modes depending on how you connect it to your device for PCM and DSD and everything, just like a lot of the DACs. It has a lot of good features here. Just looking at it overall about the different things, some really good stuff here. So, all right, those were basically the technical specs that I have. Okay, how does this sound? Now, this sounds very good. This has a very good clarity. It has some nice open kind of sound to it. It's very good with details, as well as having some musicality to it as well. So ultimately, I like this. It reminds me a lot of the M15. I think that this actually gets a little bit louder. So honestly, in my top favorites of Dongle-DACs, this would definitely be up there in a top 5. It might even be number 2 on my list of Dongle-DACs. And I have a few now into my collection that I like. But honestly, this one, I just really like the sound that produces. It's clean. There's very low noise here. It drives full-size headphones and everything very well. It drives IAMs very good as well. No problems there, even with the balanced armature ones. And so far, it's been decent for me. Um, so I like it a lot. I do really like this one. I'll be planning on using this a lot. It's a good product. I got another product from them right there. And from what I've seen, the products are very decent that they put out. So I really do like this company. Overall, I'm going to give it high marks, and I would definitely recommend this one. Like I said, you get in detail, you get a nice open sound signature. It drives the headphones and the earphones quite well. Plus, you got a lot of detail there, as well as some musicality, and just overall, just a really good sound to this. Really big sound coming out of this one. So I like this one, as you can tell. Those are the specs for it that I have. Any other questions? I'll be always free to answer them. This one has been the DS1. This is a Dongle-DAC from Fosi Audio. And the thing is solid as a rock. Really, really well made there. Good quality product. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative, and I will see you out on the internet.